It's time for Old Age Part 2. Let's do this. So now I still have my same highlight and shadow, but I have switched to my smaller angle brushes. I have two just because I like using them for one for each color, but one is totally fine. The brushes from your kits are totally fine. I want something small and can make a nice little clean point because I want to be able to make the smallest, tiniest, finest, making up words today, the finest lines that we can ever. So 2 angle brushes. This, I still have my powder, I have my powder puff, all that kind of stuff, but we're gonna go in, fine lines and wrinkles. Now, 90% of what we did in the first is not gonna translate to this. Those, remember, all of those, the under parts of your old age. Now we're gonna give it the character. And all of these lines depend on you. How you move your face and your skin are gonna make those lines. So you don't wanna copy me, you wanna find where yours are. Nobody wants to see a bunch of old age lines like in high school when nobody can find any of them. They just kind of draw them on crazy and then people look ridiculous. These should move with your face, right? They're all there. They start, I promise. Your skin moves like that. You just never look. Get real close. So we're gonna start with the shadow, my little brush. Same thing, I'm gonna load, so big fat X. Test some out on your hand first. It's all about pressure. We want nice, skinny lines. Nice. The more harder you press, the thicker the line. The thicker the line, the more cartoon it's gonna look. Yeah? The thinner the line, it will be more realistic. So nice, thin lines. Now, I'm not gonna do anything to my cheek or my jawline unless you've made them completely disappear. You're gonna leave those alone. We are gonna start on our foreheads, and now you're gonna make funny faces. You're gonna see my funny faces, but you gotta make them too. Just nobody has to watch you do it. The first face is surprise face. So as far up as you can get your eyebrows, we'll try to move around, see how I have these ones coming in here. I don't have that many. They're there, but they're not really that deep, thank God. That'll come with time, yeah. So surprise face. What you wanna know about these lines is we never just, some of them go all the way across, right? And they stack. You never wanna do it all the way across. It looks really cartoony. You want them to overlap and be almost like tree branches, yeah? Little pieces over. So ins and outs, give it texture and dimension. So shadow, skinny lines. You can make the face, then relax it. If you draw them in with it being, while making the face, it makes them thicker. So I find them, and then I relax. Can I see that one? Generally what happens is your eyebrows push them up. So some people, they're like up and they curve down in the middle. It's like a wave. Oh, see, it got aggressive. Just blending it off, less aggressive. Yep, we're good. Next face is angry face. I sleep like this. I wake up and I find these lines in. So this is squinty, mad, angry face. Sometimes you can get them on your nose as well, like a little bunny. Yeah, and some people will have 2. I have 2, but they're completely different. Some people can have 1 and 1 that's really long. Some people can have 1 that's just as center. Go straight up. So find the ones you have, make the face. See, I don't even need to make the face. I can already see them. And then I have the ones that kind of go over here. If you have extra lines, do them. Here's one right here. Yeah, we're good. Yeah. Surprised, angry. Now we're gonna do our eyelids. We sort of ignored them last time. Now it's time to do them. So what happens is your eyes kind of sink in more. So the top sort of goes over the top and it makes a shadow on the inside. So we're gonna do the exact opposite of what I keep telling you to do for your eyeshadow. You're gonna have dark on the inside, light on the outside. So I go, same circle. Remember how we were doing the circle? Same circle. Go up to your eyebrows, I follow around along the ridge. I go to where my eyebrows stop growing up and now they're going over. And I'm gonna angle all the way across to the edge of my pupil, outside edge of my pupil. And I'm gonna fill that whole thing in with dark. I know, this seems crazy. It's like crazy, weird clown makeup that no one ever wanted to put on. So again, circle, 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 follow the ridge and the curve, go across, fill it in. So pretty. And then leave it. We're gonna blend later. So next is under the eye. And remember, we have two bags. One bag is the big bag, right here, you already started it. And that is created by the eye socket. Think of like a skull. The whole eye socket, the bone. You can kind of feel the inside of it. And that's a big one. So it generally goes down, and back up. The more you pull it down, the more you're gonna sink your eye. This pulls it down. Yeah, there's literally an area you can feel it on your face if you need to. That's the first one. Let me do this one. Oh, so pretty. And the second one is caused by your eyeball, right? The eye actually sitting in and moving around, and when you laugh, you smile, you squint, anything, it kind of goes around it. So you kind of see it right here. It sits up a little bit. And sometimes there can be multiples. The eye doesn't go all the way across, kind of stops. And then you leave it. Oh, it's so pretty. Next is your laugh lines, your smile lines. You smile. Now I start wrapping them up around my nostril. So keep loading around. So pretty. So now some new ones. We have frown lines. So this is smile, these are your frowns. And you can see I have one that kind of sits lower than the other. Drives me nuts. So at the corner of your mouth, you're gonna droop it down. It's like the corner of your eyes have a tendency to fall. Corners of mouths sort of fall. Next you have your Cupid's bow right here inside. That's gonna suck in a little bit. So I always fill it in, sort of tap it. Kind of shrivels up a little bit. Chin. And then your neck. So I want to keep texture here and texture here. So I don't do a lot of these, but we have nice little rings around your neck. And if you make the most unattractive face ever, you'll find all of them. So I never use highlight on these, I only use shadow. And I go back and forth and I really get aggressive. I need to get that a little bit, but a little dark. There we go. Oh, so attractive. Nice little lines. So now it's time, this one needs to go up a little. There we go. Now it's time for your highlight. Same thing, load your brush. Now I start on the forehead. They're gonna go above all of them. And you don't have to copy them exactly. Some can be lighter, darker, more makeup, less makeup. I just go right above. Gentle lines. Give them texture and ins and outs. Don't cover what you did. And then for the ones in the center, you want to find the bottom, underneath. So I've added my highlight. Now we're going to start blending it. So I take the cleanest edge of one of my sponges. Here I have a nice and clean one. I go the same way the line's going, nice and gentle. Same way the line's going. This is diffuse the edges. It blends the two together. It gets rid of any really strong sections. Sinks them into the skin a little bit more. Not bad. Yeah. Now your other part of your eyes. So this, I just fill in the other half. Or you're the clown makeup. So fill it in, it's not beautiful. I'm now going to take one of the edges and I go across where the two colors meet. And you'll see me go up, go over, down. Yeah, ombre, lightest, darkest. And if I need to do the inside by the eye, there we go. You'll see me kind of take the little edge or take my finger and sort of dab this section to kind of make that not as harsh lines. So you can kind of see the difference. Cross. Yeah, sinking the eyes in and towards the center. Now the bottom, I don't add any highlight because I think it just gets a little messy. So what I will do is gently blend these into the skin. You can do it with your finger too if you feel like you're getting wild. Blend them into the skin. Yeah. These towards your mouth. Yeah. Oh, I gotta put highlight first. So no highlight here. Now this highlight is gonna sit above. And the highlight's gonna go up. You'll see me a lot of times go straight down or out and away. Yeah, and then the lines I will kind of go towards. Don't wanna make them bigger. Dab them with your finger. If you need more, remember the strongest lines on your face. There we go. Laugh lines, I just blend in. Lip stays. And chin is gonna go right under the chin line. Back and forth. And then nothing on your neck. No highlight. I'm not trying to bring more attention. Attention here, not attention here. So that is, we're good to go. Now I'm just gonna double check it. I look at it all over, I see what I like. Anything, this needs to be blended a little bit more, right? Making it all go with me. Yeah, I go back up. What do I like? None of it, but all of it at the same time. So that is part 2. Last thing we're gonna do with part 2, powder. We wanna powder this layer too. Keep powdering your layers. So you can do it with your powder puff, or sometimes what you'll see me do is I go like this in my hand, and I go dip, dip, dip. Works too. Never wipe. You kind of go back and forth a little bit, but I'm trying to press the powder in and everywhere you put makeup. You can see it takes it down. Yeah, ever so slightly. And now we wrapped it up. That's all for part 2. We're now going to move on to part 3. And that is sort of adjusting, adding, it's crow's feet, it's lips, it's all the things that we haven't done yet. So don't think we're done. There's lots more to come, and I will see you in part 3.